Hey everybody, it's Megan Fox with PJ Media Lifestyle, coming to you live from my homeschool slash guest room here. It's bedtime. I got my adult beverage. It's all ready to go. If you've got your favorite beverage with you, please feel free to let me know what that is. We are going to talk tonight about the SJW meltdown about a hate rug. Did you know there was such a thing as a hate rug? There is. And there are people in Portland willing to have panic attacks over it. So, trust me, you're going to need an adult beverage for this, so you should probably go pour one. Alright, here we go. If this doesn't make you lose faith in humanity, I linked it in the description here, so if you want to go and take a look at it, what I want to respond to are some of the comments in the article. If you haven't seen this particular video, I will link it in the comments section. I'm going to try and do this without screwing up anything. Just to let you know, this is my own video and my own personal views, and this does not in any way reflect PJ Media's official view on anything. Just had to put that in there for the lawyers, okay, so they can breathe a sigh of relief. Alright, here it comes. Alright. There's the video of which I am talking about. Anyway, it's basically this woman in Portland, and I guess that should just tell you the entire story right there. She lives in Portland. And she walks into a grocery store. It seems like they have housewares and stuff too. And she starts filming and screaming about a Confederate flag on the wall. A little more research into the topic, and no, there's no flag on the wall. It is a rug that is in the middle of other rugs on a rug rack, and it's actually not even a Confederate flag. Someone told me it was a battle flag for Virginia. Anyway, looks like a Confederate flag, and that is enough to make this woman have a total meltdown in the store. So, the rug is hanging inside this rack. Well, she starts freaking out. She's filming. If you want to see all of this, it's in the video that I linked in the comments. So please take a look at that when you get a chance. But what I want to respond to is in the article that I wrote that is called SJW Mom Triggered by Confederate Rug Shows Us How Not to Fake a Hate Hoax. This woman manufactures a bunch of outrage and really tries to get these two men who work in the store in trouble, and she did. She got them fired. Both of them are fired. Some of you in the comments section on this article are driving me crazy. So there are four that I want to address. Number one, objection number one. They shouldn't have called her the B word. Well, okay. Maybe that's true. In a perfect world, no one would call anybody else any names. That is true. What happened in this situation is that this woman started calling them racists and telling them that they like black rape, that they support rape of black people, the lynching of black people, terrorism. She said it was a terrorist flag, a hate symbol, and they were hater racists. Yeah, hater racists. That's basically what she called them. So I ask you, if you're just minding your own business, you know, you work at a checkout register somewhere, and someone comes in and starts attacking you and screaming at you that you're a racist, do you think you'll be in total control of yourself at that moment, or would you maybe have some choice words for her? And I think what we need to understand is no, people should not go around calling one another names. No, that's wrong. That's true. It's wrong. She started it. So it's funny to me that people are saying, oh, those men shouldn't have called her the B word. She called them racists. So, no, it doesn't upset me. No, it really doesn't, because she was acting that way. She was acting horribly to them and really rude. And yes, in a customer service job, you should take rude comments and be able to spin them into a positive scenario. But hey, if these were United employees, that woman would have been tased and beat to a bloody pulp. Right? I mean, so if we're on an airline and you abuse a flight attendant, you know, you're going to get tuned up. Like, it's not even, you're going to get You're going to get dragged down an aisle. You're going to get your teeth knocked out. Bad stuff is going to happen to you. But you can just go abuse a checkout person at a store, and what? They're supposed to just be Mr. Nice Guy. I don't really agree with that. So I don't really think that was a big deal that they called her the B word. Big deal. She's a big girl. She should be able to take it. She was there handing it out. Number 2. The criticism is the men should not have followed her. Okay, one man walked out of the store quite a ways after she had left with his camera, and he was standing 100 feet away from her. I said it was 50, but somebody actually measured it, and it was 100 feet away. So imagine how far away that is, okay? This is how far away this man is standing from her. And he's filming her. You know, he's just standing there, like filming her like this, you know. Not saying anything, just filming her. So the criticism is he shouldn't have followed her because that's intimidation. Intimidation. Well, she walked into their store, she aggressively berated them on camera. They're probably thinking that she's going to try and do them some damage, which she did, and she got them fired. And so I imagine they're thinking, I'm covering my butt by filming what's happening here. And maybe for the police, for later. He doesn't know if he's going to have to call the cops. So he's filming her. Whether he's doing it because he wants a record of what happened or because he's worried about vandalism, who cares? He has a right to film. He's in a public parking lot. She's in a public parking lot. This is when all hell breaks loose. She starts freaking out, screaming. She says, don't come near me. The guy has stood in the same place, 100 feet away from her the whole time. Hasn't made any moves toward her. She starts screaming about, don't come near me, stop approaching me. And he takes one giant, big, sarcastic step forward. Like, he wasn't running at her. It was just a statement, like, you can't tell me what to do, lady. Like, don't tell me what to do. This is not about intimidation. It's about not being pushed around anymore. People are sick of this. Like, we're tired of this. And you are not going to go around calling people racists anymore and trying to shame people for what? These guys didn't even do anything. They're working in a store that has 2 rugs available for sale that happen to have Confederate flags on them. And somehow they are supposed to take this, they're supposed to embrace all this guilt that this woman is trying to put on them. And they're supposed to do what exactly? She's calling them racist, bigots, hate, you know, they're basically, now she's on Facebook calling them, what was the word she used? White supremacists. One of them's a Mexican. So, I don't know how that works exactly. Maybe he's a white Mexican. What do they, like, they called that Zimmerman guy, or Zimmer something. I just don't know. I just don't think that's right. So what? They had a right to film her. She was filming them. All right, number 3. This is the other thing. This is another thing you guys have a problem with. The guy stepped forward when she said not to. I still can't stop laughing about this. I've seen this so many times, and this is my absolute favorite part. He steps forward. It's sarcastic. It's not. It's funny. And this is the other thing that I think everyone's missing, is that these guys have been funny the whole time. They were joking with this woman. They were making fun of her. Here she is making a total fool out of herself. And the one guy says to her, do you need some cardboard? You want to make a sign? And it was funny that he had her so nailed because, yeah, she is a protester. She's a professional protester. That's the other thing. This woman on her Facebook page, she's got all these pictures. She's been at every march. She has been on YouTube before. She's been on the news before, trying to get somebody else fired at her school, at her kid's school, trying to get an administrator fired or a board member fired because he didn't think the way she did about illegal immigration. And so she accused him of being racist. So she has this history, and her name is Heather Franklin, by the way. She has a history, an online history, of calling people racists, who are clearly not racist, they just don't agree with her. So, forgive me if I'm not I'm not all upset because these guys were being aggressive. They weren't being aggressive. She was being aggressive. What I thought, and here's the main point. She's a feminist, right? She's a feminist. She wants to be equal. Well, that means that you don't get to cry, poor little girl, poor little scared girl, when you go in and try and pick a fight with two dudes. You pick a fight with two dudes and they push back and they didn't touch her. I'm not saying they touched her. They didn't. If they push back verbally, oh, she's surprised and horrified to tears. You guys have to see the video. I mean, it's a laugh riot because they really, in Portland, it's such a crazy place. She's been on every single news show, and they've had a protest in front of the store. The poor guy who owns the store is like, I've removed the rugs, I've fired the guys. Don't kill me. Don't send Antifa to throw M80s in my front door. So it's just the people in Portland who are upset about this, but the rest of the country has seen this video, and we're like, what? Who gets this unhinged over a rug? I'm telling you, at this point, this woman, when she starts, she's doing it for attention. Some people are saying, no, it's a real panic attack. This is what it sounds like. It's crazy. This is over a rug. A rug. A flag. Come on, folks. These SJW types have got to stop it, or not stop it, because the longer they continue to do this, the better it will be for the rest of us, because eventually people will get sick and tired of this. But I just want to say, I do defend these guys. I defend these guys because I think it's enough. They just work 8-hour days at a checkout counter. Should they have to put up with this kind of crap? Should they have to put up with, how much crap should they have to put up with? It's not like they're working at Comcast where every person who calls you is yelling at you. You know, they train you for that. They train you to... These guys are working at a grocery store. They're not trained for a professional... what do you want to call her? She's a race hoaxer, is what she's a hoaxer. She's a professional pot stirrer. They're not trained for that. They're not trained to know what to do. And, you know, she was personally attacking them. She was attacking them on video. They have no idea. They had no idea what was going to happen to that video, where it was going to go, what she was going to say about them. I don't think that they need to defend themselves, and I don't think they should have been fired. I really don't. I don't think they should have been fired. And maybe, yeah, calling a customer the B word, that's probably grounds for retraining. But this woman clearly walked in there to start trouble. So, come on, guys. I mean, I don't think they're going to have any trouble getting a new job. I encourage both of them to please contact me if you would like to give an interview. I'd be happy to talk about your skill set and see if we can find you a new employer who will not fire you for defending yourself against some crazy, unhinged leftist. So, yeah. Enjoy the video, and good night. I'm going to go to bed now. I'm in my PJs, and it wouldn't be PJ Media without somebody in their PJs, so I guess that's me tonight. So have a great night, and take care. We'll see you later. And watch that video, because you will go to bed with a smile on your face. Night-night.